All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at section 3.1, number 26. And this is very similar to the last problem we did. They're just wording it a little differently, but they're giving us essentially the same exact information. So 3.126, we have a function again, f of x equals 2x cubed, and a equals 10. So we want to find f prime of a. Determine an equation of the line tangent to the graph of f at a f of a. And you can think of this as x and y, or x and f of x. It's a and f of a is all it really is. So again, 26 here. So we're going to start off with, we want to determine, really what they're asking us to do is f prime of a, and we said a equals 10. So we can really say this is, they're asking us to determine f prime of 10. The derivative or the slope of the tangent line at a equals 10. And we know the slope of the tangent line, again, is the derivative, and by definition, the derivative is the limit as h goes to 0. And in this case, I'm going to go ahead and just do some of the substitutions right off the bat. So 2x cubed, I'm going to say that is 2, or we're saying f of a plus h, of 10 plus h, so a plus h cubed, and then it's f of a. So you know, if you didn't remember these, it winds up being f of a plus h minus f of a. This is the limit we need to calculate over h. Sorry I didn't show that first, but we'll live through that. So I'm going to erase that just to clean it up here a little bit. So I'm just kind of using those again. So now I get f of a. So now I take 10, and I'm going to say 10 cubed. What is 10 cubed? 10 times 10 is 100, times 10 is 1,000, times 2 is 2,000. And this is all going to go over h. So that's what our initial formula is going to kind of look like there. And now it's going to get messy with this 10 plus h cubed. You know, I'm not a real big fan of that, but we'll try to figure out what that is. And what I might do on that is just do some side notes over here again. You know, you have 10 plus h, and you have 10 plus h. So these are just the kind of squaring it first. So h, oh, let's see, 10 times 10 is 100. 10 times h is plus 10h. And then 10 times 8, or excuse me, yeah, 10 times 10 is 100, 10 times h is 10h, plus 10h again for h times 10, plus h squared. So that's what that actually becomes. Okay, so this is my new value here. And then I would multiply that by 10 plus h to get the cubed. This is the third term I got to deal with now. So 100 times 10 is 1,000. Whoa, went backwards there. There we go. 100 times 10 is 1,000. And then I'll do the second term. 10h times 10 is 100h. And then 10h times 10 is 100h. And then 10 times h squared is plus 10h squared. And then I'm going to add that on to 100 times h is 100h. So this one with the last term now. 10h times h is plus 10h squared. 10h times h is plus 10h squared. And then h squared times h is plus h cubed. So now I would kind of want to simplify this thing. I get h cubed, so that one's gone. And how many h squared terms do I have here? I have 1, 2, 3. It looks like I get 30h squared. Just kind of making sure I use up all of these. So the h squared terms go away now too. And h terms, I have 300h. So that one goes away, that one goes away, and that one goes away, plus 1,000. So now I can just write that in as my value. So basically this 10 plus h cubed becomes a number. Now I should multiply it through by, I probably should go ahead and multiply that through by the 2 right now maybe. Well, I've got it. So I'll multiply the 2 by that. I get 2h cubed. 2 times 30h squared is plus 60h squared. 2 times 300h is plus 600h. And then 2 times 1,000 is plus 2,000. And then I've got the minus 2,000 here. And this is all going to go over h. Now the nice thing is this area that I use for calculations down here can kind of go away because I've got the results that I need to figure out what I need to do. So I'm just going to erase all of that real quick. Get rid of all of that mess there. It goes away pretty quick there. All right, go back to my pen. And this is my value now. And then the nice part about this, and I should have the limit part here, the limit as h goes to 0. So I can say f prime of 10 equals the limit as h goes to 0. Now it's nice to notice that the 2,000s cancel each other out here. 2,000 minus 2,000 is 0. It's also nice to notice here that now all I have left is h's. So this 3 becomes a 2, this 2 becomes a 1, this h goes away, and this one goes away. So it's the limit as h goes to 0 of 2h squared plus 60h plus 600. And again, you know, I can't plug a 0 in here because I'm putting a 0 in the denominator. Now I can plug a 0 in here. So when I plug a 0 in here for this, all of the values associated with h are going to become 0. So the limit as h goes to 0, this is plug and chug now, h squared is 0 times 2 is 0. 60 times 0 is 0. So it really just becomes 600. So remember what that 600 means. That 600 is really, it's really the slope. It's the m of the tangent line. Hence it is the derivative. That's what f prime means, right? So there's part A, all done. And now we got to get on to part B. Part B says, okay, I found f prime of A. Looks good. But now I need to determine an equation of the line tangent to the graph of f at A. So very similar to things we've done in the past. This is going to be y minus f of A. Or you think y minus y1 equals m times x minus x1. But in this case, it's y minus f of A equals m tan times x minus a. All right. So I can start plugging and chugging here now. Y minus f of a. Well, what is f of a? Well, a is 10. So f of 10 is 10 cubed is 1,000 times 2 is 2,000. Equals m tangent, which is 600, times x minus a, which we said was 10. So I've got something that's going to be able to give me, this should be able to give me an equation now that I'm looking for. So I'll go down a little bit further. Y minus 2,000 equals 600x minus 6,000. Just distributing the 600 here and 600 times 10, negative 6,000. And a little bit further here, and I'm almost done. Y equals, I'm going to add 2,000 here, I'm going to add 2,000 there, equals 600x minus 4,000. Where did I screw this one up here? This looks a little bit goofy. 600x minus 4,000, is that right? Yeah, so 600x, and then 600 times 10 is minus 600. So yeah, there we go. 600x minus 4,000. I think that's right. Looks good. All right, so that's 3.1, number 26.